When you started off this tournament and when you saw all this sort of star-studded lineup, did you think that you would reach the finals?
No.
Yeah, I mean it's really one of the strongest events, right? Lucena is important. Studying Lucena is important for sure. Uh,
Yeah, Lucena and Philidor are, I think it's must do.
Hello, it's Miro of Miro's Chess News. So I just watched the Nihal Sarin's interview with Chess Space, and I picked out the clips I thought were interesting. So I've got about 10 different clips running together here. And so he talks obviously about the prize money, what he's going to do with it. He talks about how he preps to play world class players. He talks about how he preps to play Wesley specifically, how he preps to play Anish. He talks about traveling to these tournaments, if he's alone, whether he gets lonely, whether he's able to travel to a place like Canada or if he's forced to play in Belgrade. Let's see what else. Yeah, his Armageddon game, like the bidding process, what he thinks is the correct bidding strategy for, his type of play. The way it works in Armageddon is black uh can win if they get a draw. So, but they also get less time and you have to kind of bid to see who gets. So, some interesting, economic theory can be involved with that. What else does he talk about? He talks about his Wesley just as an opponent in general and maybe a bit more. So that's what I've clipped out of the interview. The interview itself is an hour and a half long. I more than encourage you to go watch it. They do a lot of analysis of the actual chess positions. I'm not including that here. I'm only talking about, you know, Nihal, like how he felt, like what his thinking process was, how he approaches the problem of chess. So we can learn from what he's thinking about it.
but $100,000 that you have won, what does it mean to you? And what are your thoughts overall?
Um, yeah, I don't have any thoughts, honestly. Uh, and during the tournament, I was not thinking about price at all. I actually did not know.
Acha, you didn't
But
know that what prize you're playing for.
no, I have no idea.
So they continue discussing the monetary price for a while after I've clipped the interview. In my opinion, the host never really understands what Nihal is saying. I think Nihal is saying he didn't even look at what the different prizes were ahead of time because he didn't want to know. He just wanted to go play his games. And then once he won the official placement in the tournament, then he'd find out, oh, what's the prize associated with that. I think that's what he's saying. But if you look at the original interview, the host never comes to that conclusion. And then, so I don't know. You can draw your own conclusions, but I think that's what he meant. Makes sense. Either way, they both agree he just wanted to concentrate on the chess, and he's not exactly sure about the money.
And how did you view Wesley as an opponent? Because I'm sure that everyone thought Hikaru would be sort of reaching the finals. He's so
Mm,
strong in such formats.
yeah, but Wesley is also very strong in this rapid format, and he has proven that by it was a while ago, but at the start of this meltwater events, he was continuously beating Magnus in
Hmm.
those events and winning them. So, and yeah, also here he seemed to be in great touch, and yeah, he was just playing amazing chess.
So that was Nihal saying, how well Wesley played, but honestly, it's not just that. And I really do think it is the fact that Nihal is just 10 years younger than Wesley, spent studying the game for 10 years less time, and knows 10 years less of, theory. Um, a lot of people have been asking him, and the interviewer asked him twice, once at the beginning of the interview and once at the end, why are you so bad at classical? And I'll play one of his answers next, but I think the reason is that he's not really bad at classical. He's just inexperienced at classical. And he'll get experience as he continues to study the game.
Fun questions. You have proved yourself ample times in shortened time controls. what changes do you have to make perform in classical chess in your view? Okay, quite a tough question, right? The first one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think in classical, well, what to say, the whole thing changes a bit. Like you have to be much more precise and all.
Hmm.
But I guess it should. What to say? It's not easy, but I guess it should happen at some point.
It's already happening, no?
Yeah. Although my rating is not going up too much, I think my chess is becoming better with every tournament. So, like in the long run, I think it all the experience should be.
Yeah, because if we look at how you did in your Olympiad, that was a great result already, and I think things are looking great in that sense.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Hi. In this next clip, Nihal talks about his mindset going up against Sam Sevian. He was losing after day one in the 2-day match, so he talks about his mindset, how he planned to possibly win the match the next day. And if you think about it, how he prepared to come back from a losing match against Sam Sevian, which he did successfully, is the same approach he probably took when he wanted to win against Wesley So on day 2. But first, why don't you subscribe to this guy's channel, this guy Miro over here? He really needs your subs. He's only got 26. Only 26 subscriptions. You should sub to his channel. Thank you, Dolphin. I appreciate that. Please do sub and please enjoy this clip. After this clip, I'm going to pack in 2 more clips where Nihal talks about how he prepares to play first generally just a world caliber player, and then specifically Anish Giri, the next player he faced after defeating Sam Sevian.
First day didn't go your way. You were 1.5 trailing behind. What was your mindset going into day number 2? What did you prepare and what did you think you could do better?
So on day one, he completely outplayed me. So I was just happy that it was 2.5 and not 3-1, which it could have easily been.
Right.
And yeah, on the second day, I just wanted to just play better in general. Yeah, just I can play a bit more freely because I'm a point down, so there is a lot of pressure on him not to lose.
Okay. Then we went to the semi-finals where you took on Anish Giri. And what was your thought about Anish? Because whenever I've spoken to Anish, he considers like all the youngsters of India to be very, very strong and at least equal to the best in the world as compared. So when you take on a world-class player like Anish or Ding as you have done, how do you approach such matches?
What to say?
Like any other, yes?
I just tried to play my best chess, and Anish is very strong, and especially like he knows his openings really well, and he's very good if he gets his kind of questions which he has looked at. Just the type of questions he feels well. He's generally very good at like small advantages and stuff. So my strategy was to kind of like try to not get into his prep and just play a bit more original stuff. I thought against Anish it was better to go into something, let's say,
Non-theoretical.
yeah, pretty non-theoretical, interesting, rather than like play some e4, e5 or more mainline stuff. So it was a risky choice, but I think I got a winning position in the third game, completely winning position. Then I messed it up. So yeah, again I was
I think when you played it then and then you did the next day, Anish came prepared because I believe from the
Yes.
time he took, all of
Uh-huh.
this was his prep, I guess, even H4, no?
Yeah, yeah. And no, I was so the second day, this knight c6, I knew that it's a risky choice again, even more risky than the first time because I played already. But
Correct.
I was kind of trying to be too smart. I thought he wouldn't expect me to repeat it or something.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, yeah. And also, even if he repeated, I did not think he would like check it so deeply and stuff. But I think he checked it very deeply.
Yeah. And in
Mm.
fact, here,
Yeah, I think this was also prep. He took time, but I'm pretty sure this was also.
this next move,
Hey, that stupid dolphin forgot that there's one more clip with Nihal talking about his prep. In this clip, he talks about the prep between the games and between the different days. Does he study new openings or does he just relax so he can keep a focused mind for the next game? Watch and find out in this next clip.
how would it be between the rounds? Like, what would you do in general? Would you prepare between the
No,
games?
no, I was not preparing really. I was just usually just walking on the balcony, taking in somewhere.
Just walking, yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't go there with anyone? You went alone?
yeah,
With no trainer, no parents, like you were alone
no,
there.
yeah.
Was it? Do you enjoy going alone to events? It might get a bit lonely, right? At some point,
Yes, it did. But
because I remember you were in Abu Dhabi for the World Championship. Remember that
Mhm.
Dubai? There was this rapid
Yeah,
and blitz. There also you came alone. So now
yes,
I think you've started traveling alone to events. How has that experience been?
yeah. It's pretty good. Sometimes you could feel lonely, but in Belgrade, the chess.com staff were very nice,
Hmm.
and yeah, so it was some company.
Okay. Okay. And regarding, you have to manage everything, your food, your money, your trial, all
Yeah,
that is fine, yes?
yeah. I'm slowly learning.
Okay, fantastic.
Lion Seal, I didn't forget anything. Most of that clip wasn't about prep between rounds, but just about how it does the trips in general and how it goes to all these tournaments all over the world. You know? Which is still interesting, but not so much about prep. Anyways, this next clip is even way more interesting. It's about the Armageddon and how he bids for the different time formats and how he thinks about playing the game.
And then we moved into the Armageddon, and it's always very interesting what to bid, yes, here.
Yeah,
And you already had some experience because you had bid, I think you had bid 13 against Rauf Mamedov.
no, much worse. I beat 11.
11. You had bid.
And I really regretted.
So this time you are like 14, yeah? You bid 14 or?
Yeah, I wait like 14 minutes, 15 seconds. So, yeah, I really wanted white. Just considering how the match was going, I thought it's better to take a chance with white because I did not really have a very solid opening with black that I was happy with.
Hmm.
So,
Whoops, I think getting the animals involved was a mistake, as now they're just fighting over who's the better host. I think we can make them both happy if we just all sub to my channel, including myself. I will sub to my own channel if possible. And then they'll all be happy and they'll stop fighting. But we have one final clip. It's the clip where he talks about why he wasn't able to travel to Canada. And I really hope you enjoyed these interview highlights as much as I enjoyed them. And I'm glad to meet you all. This is my new channel. I mean, it's my only channel, but it's also my new channel. I would appreciate any support you can give me. Thank you. Bye.
You didn't reach there. So what happened?
so it was not easy for everyone to get visa to Canada. I think it's generally takes a lot of time. So myself, Andrekin and Rajabo played in Belgrade. So chess.com arranged a separate like an alternative venue in Belgrade
Okay,
with
so
computer setup and all.
so all three of you were there. Okay. At some point you were alone because I think they both got knocked out, right, in the first round, like in the quarterfinals itself.
Yes.
Right. So how was your experience there? I mean, did you play on their machines? Did you play on your computer? Did you have your own mouse? How was that experience? I think this is your first time that you went to a venue somewhere and then played online, correct? Or have you done it before?
Yeah. Yes, like this is the first time. There is online Olympiad,
Right,
but
right.
yeah.
Online Olympiad, I think you carried all your stuff, right, over
Yes,
there.
yes, yes, yes. So
So
here I took my mouse, but they provided a laptop.
and was it fine for you? Does it impact you as a player that you can't use your laptop, or it's just fine?
Yeah, it's fine. Actually, it was much better. It was much faster.
Okay,
Like I don't think it's the laptop as such, but the internet and like the pieces were just moving much faster.
okay.